Hello and welcome back to the Quirky Cast. I'm Indiana.
And I am Teddie.
And we are back after a week break because unfortunately I was sick for like a week straight.
I don't want to get sick.
Yeah,
so.
no, we took a few days off. Obviously rested up. I feel great and amazing now. So we are back here to podcast and have a fun time this episode. So since I've been sick for a whole week, what have you been up to?
Well, I went to Las Vegas last weekend.
Ooh, okay.
Was it last weekend? Yeah, last weekend. I went for a photo shoot. It was so fun. I went for like a business holiday party kind of thing. I wanted to tell you about this because it was the most insane place that I've ever seen. Okay. It was crazy. So we went to the Palms and it's like off the strip. So I was kind of like, oh, the Palms? Like, okay. Because I always think like the strip, like that's where the hotels are.
Yeah.
But we went to the Palms. It was so nice. Their buffet, amazing. It was only $32, which included mimosas.
Oh my gosh.
Which, fast forward a little bit, the next day we went to Caesar's Palace and we wanted to go to their buffet and it was $5.
Yeah.
And then it was like $24 for the mimosas.
Yeah. Caesar's Palace I know is like the most expensive buffet on the strip, but it's apparently like the best they have. I know from our friend who told us because he was so into the whole buffet lifestyle. Caesar's Palace has their own specific chef that only makes that dish the entire day. Like someone, if they're making lobster, they're only on lobster and they're like a sous chef for lobster. I don't know. He did all this research into it. And so when we went, I don't think we ended up going to the buffet, but we wanted to because apparently it's amazing.
Maybe I should have gone to that.
Yeah.
But so the buffet was amazing. So the party though, it was in one of these like penthouse suites. Oh. There was a balcony that went out. You could see the entire strip. There was a pool on the balcony. It was insane. It was like a shark theme with like a pill theme. It was kind of weird. They had this whole like glass wall of like a bunch of different pills. They had like a diamond wall. Ooh. They had like a shark, like literally a shark in a
like a real life shark.
Not real. Okay. It was dead, but it was like the body of a shark. And then, or maybe it wasn't a shark. I think I'm getting that confused. I think it was like a swordfish. Gotcha. And then on the other side, right next to it, there was a skeleton of a swordfish. And then there was like other sharks just like in like a tank kind of it looked like. But they were not alive. They were just in a glass thing. But it was so cool. They had like dancers there and stuff. They had these like girls that were dressed up as ice queens. Ooh. I don't know. It was so fun.
Yeah, it looked like crazy fun. I love seeing all the stories from everything.
It was a lot. I was there taking pictures for like 6 hours, but just walking around the entire thing, I was like, what? I was like, I'll live here.
That's so
Let me
cool.
move in. Also, I did go to Disneyland. I wanted to go to Disneyland one last time before the Halloween season was over. And I always do this. I book my reservation the day before and the day comes and I'm like, why did I book a reservation?
Yeah, that's happened to me way too many times. And I've been coming close to almost getting banned for the month because once you miss, you have 3 strikes. If you miss 3 reservations, then you're done for like, is it a month or is it like
I think 3? It's like 90 days.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so like 3 months.
Yeah. And so it's happened to me like one time where I almost like I forgot about my reservation. I had to show up like late in the night just to clock in and then clock out. But
it's like you're going to work.
I know.
So me and Jamie went, my boyfriend, and we got some dinner. We went to Plaza Inn. They have the best fried chicken and pasta. He got fried chicken. I got the pasta. And we were like, what ride are we going to go on? All of the wait times were so long, but we really wanted to go on Haunted Mansion, the Nightmare Before Christmas. It said it was 55 minutes. We waited like, I think it was like 75 or 80 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
And then we were like, okay, let's get some dessert. Okay. I need to show you this.
Oh, no.
So I'm in line looking up some dessert. I found on here, we have a banana cream cold brew.
That sounds so delicious.
Speaking of, if you guys watched our first episode where Indiana told us about her banana
latte addiction.
Banana latte, yeah. So yeah, I found this banana cream cold brew.
That sounds so
Next
delicious.
I see graveyard banana funnel cake.
Okay,
that's
all right.
I guess that's all I saw. Yeah. But I just saw the bananas and I was like I just hate bananas. And everything, like it's either pumpkin or banana themed right now. And I'm like, why? There was nothing good. So then we went home.
You didn't even get a dessert?
No. Oh, we went to Joe's Italian Ice.
Oh, I did see that.
And We have been trying to go there. Well, we only tried to go once before this, but like it's so hard to find parking. You can't park in the other businesses' parking lots because it says tow away. But we pulled up there and there was this huge line, but it went by really fast once we got in it. But we found a spot in their own parking lot too, not even on the street. Ooh. It was so good.
Yeah, I've been there only one time years ago and I forgot about it. And you pulled it out of the deepest part of my brain when I saw that. I was like, I need to go and try that again.
Yeah. I got I think it was like a cookies and cream one. It was so good. Jamie got the cotton candy. Oh, yeah. I told him, I said, next time, tell me I have to get that. Yeah. I always have this thing where I always stick to the same things that I know that I like. But then I try something and I'm like, oh, I like that. And then the next time I go there, I'm like, well, I want to stick to my same stuff. But I told him, make sure I get cotton candy next time.
Do you get it with like vanilla ice cream inside?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's so good together.
Okay. Also, I know spooky season passed, but it's still a little spooky around here. As you know, I love Sam and Colby. They are YouTubers that go around to haunted houses and they do experiments and they try to prove that ghosts are real.
A bunch of like paranormal activity things and stuff like that.
That's the short way. I was like, how do I explain this?
I got you.
So they just came out with their Conjuring videos, which they've already done videos there before, but they spent a week there. And I think that you should just watch the videos because I can't even explain everything. Yeah. But we've been watching those videos and I'm very paranoid. I'm always like, oh no, when it's dark in my room, I'm like, do I see a shadow? What is that? So recently, I don't know, maybe this has been happening, but recently when I go to bed at night and it's all dark in my room, Jamie always falls asleep very fast. I'm always on my phone. I've been hearing like noises in my room.
Oh no.
Like little like creaks. But I'm like, maybe it's just like, cause he's always on his computer. I'm like, maybe it's his like computer cracking or his chair or something. Yeah. So that's been happening. Happens sometimes when he's awake and we both kind of stop. We turn on our flashlights and we're like, he gets up, he'll like look over there. We're like, what is this? So that was just kind of like one thing that's been happening and it's still happening, but I think it's just he's on his computer. But we watched Scream the other night. Oh no. And those movies are like scary, but like kind of silly.
Funny, silly. Yeah.
But like to me, they're scary. We watched Scream and I think we go to the second Scream. And we're like, okay, we're tired. We turn off the TV.
Oh no.
Like 5 minutes later, we're like both our eyes are closed, we're trying to sleep. The TV turns on. Same spot where we turned it off.
Oh no.
I was like, I started freaking out. I was like, there's no way. And we turned it off again and it turned back on.
Interesting.
But then I grabbed the remote and I was like, I pressed the home button and then I pressed back and then I turned it off and then we were fine.
Do you have an Xbox with the TV or no?
No, it's just the Fire Stick.
Okay. Because I will say that happens to me sometimes. And the scariest part about that is that it turns on Deal or No Deal on the TV every freaking time. Like, I know it's not really
You're sleeping scary. And you're like, Deal.
Yeah, no, literally. Because, like, we watch Netflix and everything on the Xbox. But when I press the TV remote to turn it off, it's like the TV is turning on while the Xbox is turning off and Deal or No Deal pops in.
Weird.
It is weird.
You win a brand new car or something?
We watched so many episodes too because it just happens to be on. It is weird how stuff like that happens, like paranormal stuff. For example, last night, my boyfriend Austin was out of town, so I was sleeping in the bed all alone, and I woke up for some reason. It came above me, like it came to me where I'm like, if I'm gonna check my phone right now, it better not be 3 a.m. right?
I hate that. That happens to me all the time.
And for some reason in my head, I was like, I'm going to look at the clock and I'm going to see 3, 3, 3.
Yes. Oh, no.
That is what I thought.
And that's like the devil's hour.
I looked at it. I flipped my phone around and I saw 333 and I watched it change to 34. Like, if I would have waited a second, I would have saw 34 and it wouldn't have freaked me out. But I literally saw 333 and I was like, okay, I'm going to go back to sleep now.
When I stay up late, once it hits 3 a.m., I'm like, okay, well, I have to stay up until 4 because I'm going to freak myself out too much to fall asleep. I'm going to think too much. And then if I'm on my phone, I see 3:30. I'm like, I cannot look at the time. So I'll just stay on my phone, stay scrolling.
Yeah.
And I just see my eyes go up there. I'm like, you cannot look at it, say 333, because then something's going to happen.
Yeah.
But nothing's ever happened. So
yeah.
I just am a little scaredy cat.
Yeah. That's why I can't watch any like scary movies.
Yeah. I love them.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I hate scary movies, but Jamie loves them. But I don't know. But I grew up watching paranormal stuff, but it's pretty scary.
Yeah.
Like when it happens in real life, like it's scary.
Going back to the Conjuring house, when all my roommates that stayed the night there came back home, I was like, you are all taking a shower right now. You are all cleansing your bodies.
Yeah.
I don't want you bringing any of that paranormal stuff to this household.
Yeah.
I was actually terrified.
No, but that is scary because in one of the Sam and Colby videos, something was attached to one of them.
Yes.
And each house they went to, I think it was like Sally or something. They kept on like popping up and they were like freaking out. And I always like think of this. I'm like, that would be so cool to like go with them to a place, but I would be so freaked out. And Jamie's always like, that's fake. That's fake. I'm like, I don't think so. I'm like, that looks so real. And he's like, if they brought me on there, like, then maybe I would know that it's real. I'm like, okay. I'm like, better get a cross necklace and some holy water and and some salt to make a circle around you.
Speaking of spooky stories, did you see that Mr. Harry Styles shaved his head?
I did. That was something. I remember, sorry, a little sidetrack. I remember when Justin Bieber did a bald cap thing on Ellen, I think. I came home from school and I cried.
Oh my.
I thought that he shaved his head and I cried. But yeah, Harry Styles, that's something also.
Yeah, like this goes with every guy in the world. Most people love like their hair. Like they'll be like, oh, they look so good, like they love their hair or whatever. And then once they shave their head, then it's like, ooh, what do you think you're doing?
Like, ooh, you just got some eyes and a nose. That's all.
But I will say I thought all those pictures I were seeing were fake. I thought people were editing them. And
okay,
do you have something to go with that?
Yes. The picture that keeps on circulating where people are saying hide the chipmunks, is that actually him with the glasses? That's fake, right?
Wait, I don't know this picture. Hide the chipmunks?
It's because he looks like the guy from
Alvin the Chipmunks, like
yes.
Like the producer guy?
Yes.
Ian?
Yes. Shoot,
I love that movie so much.
Could you look it up really quick?
Yeah. Oh, wait, I should have had re-recording.
Okay, sorry. I had to check the camera, make sure I'm still recording.
I am recovering. I only looked at the picture for a quick second. Wait, what is that?
See, okay. Jamie showed that to me and I was like, I don't think that's real.
No, that's not real.
Okay.
Yeah. I saw a video and this is what going back to why it is real is because I saw a TMZ video of him dancing. I don't remember the actress's name, but he's dating
Zoe Kravitz, right? Isn't that who it is?
No, wait, it's not Zoe. It's the girl from sorry, I just had a little existential crisis right now. It's the girl from
Catwoman.
I'll double check right now. I think it's the girl from the movie where Timothée Chalamet was eating people that I couldn't watch. The Bones and All movie.
Yeah,
it's
I don't
that
know
chick.
who that was though. But
let's look it up.
Maybe I'm getting confused because I did see Taylor Swift with Zoe Kravitz.
Because Zoe
recently.
Kravitz is dating the Magic Mike dude.
Oh really?
I think.
Oh,
I think they're married.
Maybe I'm just like really confused.
Maybe we're both very confused and we're not talking about the right thing. Yeah, Taylor Russell, the girl from Bones and All.
Okay, sorry.
The one that ate Timothée Chalamet.
Is she in that? I don't know who was in that.
Oh, well, yeah, that was his co-star. We watched that movie together.
Yeah, but I didn't know who she was in the movie.
I didn't know who she was either until now. Well, now she's dating Harry Styles, so now I know who she is.
Sorry, I think I'm getting confused with Taylor Swift because she's hanging out with a lot of people. I don't know. She's doing a lot of stuff that we need to talk about too. But let's get back to Harry Styles. Okay, well, I guess and hiding the chipmunks.
I guess that's pretty. I mean, he looks. We'll put that for those of you who are watching the podcast. We will put that picture up. Trigger warning beforehand. You may look at him differently, but it's good. It's a good one. I don't know. He's still hot. I still like him.
I feel like I don't know if we talked about this on the podcast before, but I really liked him when I was a kid. Yeah. And I thought he was really hot, and then I kind of just like grew away.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. But like I think he's definitely like good looking, but like, you know, Justin Bieber, I'd be like, oh my God, look at him.
See, no, I feel like I'm the opposite.
Really?
I love Justin Bieber.
Wow.
And now when I see him, I just am cringed out
My first love.
Yeah. Like, I'm at the point, which I think now we've also grown. Like, this is going to be a whole different off topic. Like, when I was younger, I was the most fangirl person ever. I would wanted to go take a picture with every single person that I see on the road that was famous. I've gotten to the point where if I saw Justin Bieber walking on the street, I don't think I would even ask for a picture. I don't think I would.
Okay, but the thing is, like, I would want a picture so bad with Justin Bieber, but you see all those videos where he's like mad at paparazzi or mad at people, and like I feel like if anything, I don't know, I would definitely want a picture, but I feel like I would want to try to be like say something nice. Like nice to him, you know, like say something like, I hope you're doing good. Yeah. I love you.
Yeah.
But then I feel like he could get mad at that also, like, leave me alone.
It does make me feel so bad. Or like, you wouldn't do this, but seeing people go up to him when he's eating at a restaurant.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that makes me feel so bad for them.
That just reminded me. This is, I think I've told you about this before. But so one time I was working and I was a host at the restaurant that I work at. This guy comes in and I'm like, he's from Vine.
Oh, okay.
And he gets a table. I sit them down. And then this girl walks in.
Oh.
And she walks by. And the other girl I'm hosting with goes, Selena, can I take a picture with you? And I was like,
wait, what?
Who's Selena? And she said, not right now. I'm going to eat. And I'm like, what?
Wait, what?
And I was like, who's Selena? And she was like, that was Selena Gomez. Wait. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? And I my sister was serving and I double sat her and stuff. And I went back there and I was like, Miranda, don't get mad at me. She's like, what? I was like, I just sat you. She's like, oh, really? I'm like, but don't freak out. She's like, what are you saying? I was like, Selena Gomez is sitting at your table.
Oh.
And it was it Aaron Carpenter, I think.
Oh, okay.
She's friends with him now. He just got married or something. But yeah, he was the one that came in and got the table. But yeah, Selena Gomez came in. And
how come I don't remember this?
No, but okay. So then her security guard was sitting up there and he was like, don't tell anyone she's here.
Oh no.
But I had to tell Brent.
Yeah, our friend. But
I told him a little bit later.
Yeah.
Because I was like, it'll take them 30 minutes to get here or whatever. So I told him a little bit later. Guess who comes running in? No.
Wait.
The twins. They come running in. They're like, he's sitting right at the host stand. He goes, hey, Teddie. Hey.
Oh, no.
They're like, and they both hugged me. They're like, and I was like, oh my God, it's so good to see you guys. Haven't seen you guys in forever. Like trying to, and he's like staring at me. He's like,
oh no, he just knew you just disobeyed his orders.
Yeah.
That he just told you.
Yeah. The twins were like, oh, like, is she here? And I think they kind of whispered it to me.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh no.
You just.
And then they walked out and they were like walking back and forth in front of the restaurant, kind of like walking around. I saw them. And then I remember when she left and my heart's like racing. I'm like, oh my God. I was like, he's going to arrest me right now. Like,
yeah.
But yeah. And then I saw them and then I saw Brent and I saw them all running down the escalator, but I didn't hear anything after.
Did you talk to her at all, or did you say hi or anything? Okay. No. Did you see her?
I think I went to the bathroom to do a bathroom check when I saw her walk in there.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
You know who else I saw at work one time?
Who?
Catherine McBroom from the Ace Family. And she was with Austin, and then the kids were in a stroller. And this girl I was working with was like, she stuck her head out. We have that little window. She was like, Catherine, can I get a picture? I'm like,
oh my gosh.
I'm like, who are all these people here?
Yeah.
And then she had me take the picture of them. But Catherine was like, yeah, sure. And Austin and all of them kept on walking.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then I got a picture with her, but it's like the ugliest picture I've ever taken of myself. So, but yeah. But that's Selena Gomez story. I'm sorry. I just had to say that.
No, that's crazy. That actually, I was getting the chills. I was like, I don't remember that, but I kind of do remember like the end part of like all her friends coming over because they're like obsessed with her, or like they like love her, and so obviously they wanted to get pictures. But I don't think I would have made it if you told me. I would have wanted to go, but that's crazy. But
I was like, really? Like, and I think I even sent him a message saying like, just she's here, but her security guard said like, don't tell anyone she's here, blah blah blah. Like, wait outside. Wait for her to leave.
Wait, we also live like 30 minutes away from this location. So how did they get there so
and
fast?
That's the thing. That's why I was like, I waited a little bit to tell them. And then I was like, okay, you know, she's probably almost done eating. They're going to leave soon. Hopefully they'll not even see each other. Like, I was just trying to be nice. Because, you know, if I go and tell Brent, oh, Selena Gomez was here, he would have been like, you didn't tell me?
Yeah. No, I would be, like, if it was somebody I loved, I would be like, you didn't even tell me they're here. Like
if Cody Simpson pulled up.
Yeah. 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 I have some stories. I feel like we need to do that for a whole other topic, though.
I know.
But I have some insane stories with Cody Simpson.
We should save it.
Yeah, we should save it.
For like celebrity interactions.
We should do a celebrity interaction podcast. I have so many. I come from a I come from a crazed fan mom. Or
I've come from a crazy line of fangirls.
Yeah. My mom is like the queen of meeting all celebrities. She has so many photo albums growing up from all the celebrities she's ever met in her entire life. And so when I was younger, she'd be the ones that would drive me to these celebrity interactions. We'd be waiting outside of Justin Bieber's like music video to go see him. We'd be like trying to get into free Cody Simpson meet and greets and all that sort of stuff. So I have a lot of stories.
But sorry, we were talking about interrupting somebody while they're eating to get a picture.
Yeah, we just went off a whole tangent.
Did you have anything else to say about Harry Styles?
Honestly, no. I'm just like, I love his hair. Oh, I guess, okay, yes. To finally finish that part off, obviously he is the same human being. He is so beautiful. He makes amazing music. He's a beautiful, kind human. His hair does not have to define him. Okay, I understand. He looks okay. But some people are saying that they're like, what if it's for a reason? Like there's a conspiracy going around saying that he's been bald this whole time and he's been wearing a wig. Because in some concert videos, he's jumping up and down and you see the top of his hair flapping as if it's like a toupee.
I remember that.
And so there's a conspiracy saying like, what if he's been bald this whole entire time and none of us have known it?
Huh.
So that's some stuff to leave you on for your own exploration.
We support you, Harry Styles, in whatever decision you make, whether it's hairless or not.
Yeah. Hairless Harry.
That's his new name. Hey, Hairless Harry.
Hello, everybody. I'm Hairless Harry.
Oh my God, that was so good. That was like a great impression.
Thank you.
If my eyes right here, do it again.
I'm just thinking of like Timothy Chalamet has been like, I'm Harry Styles, like because he did an impersonation.
Speaking of Timothy Chalamet,
there's a whole nother thing to talk about. What's it called? Hosted?
Yeah, he hosted.
He hosted the last episode of SNL, which is always my favorite episodes to watch. I love Timothy Chalamet. He's probably my favorite actor,
probably, yeah,
like ever. But yeah, I enjoyed his show this past Saturday.
I didn't watch it, but I did see like all of the clips and everything. They were so funny.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out how to watch actual SNL like on anything. You have to buy it on Peacock. Every single place I went to would not let me watch it, so I was staying updated. I literally was on the SNL YouTube channel, was refreshing it every single time they came out with a YouTube video. They were posting them live. I didn't know they did that.
Yeah, I didn't know either.
Every single one that came on, I was like, okay, clicking it and then putting it onto my TV as if I'm watching it like on the TV. And it was so good. I will say the Troye Sivan skit was so good.
Yeah. And I didn't know what it was, but then I saw the comparisons after. I was like, is he just trying to be Troye Sivan? But then I saw that was actually like his music video.
Yeah, like he was accurately wearing the exact same outfit. He was dancing the same exact steps. And the fact that they are doing an SNL skit like in modern entertainment or whatever is taking on a YouTuber that I used to watch back in the days, I think is so freaking cool. And the fact that it was Troye Sivan, I was like, that they couldn't have picked like the best person because Troy loves to like meme on himself also. He literally made his own Instagram profile picture, Timothy Chalamet dressed up as him.
I mean, I would too.
Yeah, it was literally amazing. And I'm like, that's like the best person to, like, I don't know, like he enjoyed it. So
that is true.
It was really entertaining.
The only thing I'm disappointed about, which maybe since I didn't watch it, I didn't see, but you know, his whole like rap thing with Pete Davidson. I know that he did a little rap thing, but it wasn't with Pete Davidson, right?
Yeah, it wasn't.
I wish that they did a part 2 with both of them.
I do wish they did a part 2. And to piggyback off of your rap thing, I'm just so, I get so energetic over everything. Okay, so if you are a fan of Timothy Chalamet, you know who Little Tim Timmy is. It was this rapper persona when he was in high school at LaGuardia. Is it high school or college? I actually don't know.
I don't know.
Okay, well, LaGuardia, like in wherever that is.
It's in New York.
Oh, in New York. I assume so. He did like a talent show where he was rapping and whatnot, and he was rapping, he was obsessed with Nicki Minaj. So all over TikTok, people meme on him for like little Timmy Tim for being this rapper persona. So he took that on SNL, and he was literally rapping. Instead of like being upset with the joke, he was like being the joke and expanding on it. And I thought that was so funny. Like, I think that's great when people can joke about themselves.
Definitely. I just think that he's like so great all around, like especially as an actor, like he can take a joke and everything and he can make it into like, oh yeah, I did that. Yeah. Watch what I'm going to do now. Like, I think that he's just like so confident in himself and everything. Like, it's really cool.
And they even brought out like fake Nicki Minaj chick that came out too. It was just so good. I loved it.
Oh, I love that. Something I want to talk about, which I want to talk about every single second of every single day, is my shirt. If you could see this, it says Karma is my boyfriend, which leads us in to our next little topic. Something that I want to talk about is Taylor Swift. Any little thing, I just want to like cry because I just love her so much. But I want to talk about one really quick. Taylor Swift had her second night in Argentina. Travis Kelce came. And I've just been like crying in bed ever since that happened. One thing. There's only like two things right there, but one thing. When she changed the lyrics to Karma is my... Wait, what? I'm like freaking out right now because I'm like gonna cry.
Karma is the guy on the Chiefs.
Karma is the guy on the Chiefs. Coming home to me.
Yeah, coming straight home to me.
Yeah, I was like, my jaw was on the floor. And the videos of him like he's like a little kid. And then her dad standing right next to him. I was just like in bed in tears. I was like, what? No. So then I'm scrolling through TikTok. Then you see her get off stage, run to him, hug him and kiss him. I was like, so I'm like bawling in bed. Yeah. Jamie comes over to me. He's like, what are you doing? Why are you crying? I was like, look at this. I just like spit and I'm like crying. I'm just a mess. I'm like, look at this. He's like, why are you crying? I'm like, wait, look at this one. I like scrolled to the one of like them kissing and he was like, that's so cringe.
What?
I was like, go back and play your game.
Yeah.
Go back, sit in timeout, go play your game and let me cry. He apologized later. But I'm like, also, I cry about everything. If you saw that TikTok. Yeah. Indiana was right. But yeah, so that's it for her tour. That was amazing. I don't know if you have a comment on that.
I just love, have been seeing so many videos from so many different angles. I love seeing all her dancers' reactions. They didn't even know she was going to say that.
I wonder, because it seemed like maybe her dad knew. Or something, because he was kind of like...
He was like preparing for it.
Because I feel like if I was in Travis's position, like, yes, I'm listening to the song, but I feel like maybe I wouldn't be paying attention that much, you know? Like, it probably would have slipped my head that she said that, but like, they like both heard it and he like tapped him on the back or whatever.
Yeah. And then also I saw a post, which I don't know like how true this is. Like, I don't really know much about it, but apparently she always runs off like to her dad or whatever after each concert, and her dad normally is standing there like, off on the stage or whatever, and you see him like let Travis like stay there, whatever. He backed down, he went back into like the little tent. So he like so people were saying like, oh, her dad even let Travis like have the spotlight, and I was like, oh, that's so cute.
I just like, when I think about it, I'm like, I'm gonna cry. Like, because honestly, like, what if and then that night also she played Endgame.
Oh yeah.
And I love that song. She just does everything with so much intention. She's a mastermind. She plans it all out. Those songs she played, Is It Over? Or
did she do a mash of...
Yes. Okay. We'll get to that. But yes, Endgame, and she's like smiling to the camera. And
people are saying like she's singing it to Travis.
Yes. It's just crazy. And I really hope that they are Endgame.
Yeah.
Like, just imagine, I saw a TikTok where it was like 4 months from now or something like that.
GBT.
I don't know who it was. But
there's like a TikToker who like does like stamps of approval. She like predicts everything, and she was like, they will be engaged in February,
and so then they're gonna come out with a magazine or something. Yeah, I really hope so, because I really just want Taylor Swift to be happy. Yeah, I feel like she has a bad reputation. Yeah. Besides that, she came out with 1989, Taylor's version, and I just, once again, I love everything that she does. But her new songs, or the Vault songs, those are crazy.
One of them is allegedly about Mr. Harry Styles, which makes him not look the best.
Yeah,
happens to be bald and come out with a song at the same time.
But I saw stuff where people were saying like she made him shave his head because like he's got such a bad rep.
Wait, that's so good.
Is it over now? I'm pretty sure that's the one about him. And it sounds just like Out of the Woods, which is also about him.
Yes.
And she sang Is It Over Now at her tour. And she mashed it up with the Out of the Woods bridge. And I have chills right now.
Yeah.
I was like, no way. I saw a video of a girl.
Yes.
And she's like in the little instrumental, she's like, remember when we hit the brakes too
Like she was singing it
stitches in
before she did
room, blah, blah, blah. And then Taylor Swift starts singing it.
Yeah, and she freaks out because she was like preparing for it.
Yeah.
It was insane.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But Taylor Swift, I feel like she definitely sees everything that everyone's posting. She definitely plays into it, and she's just trying to have fun.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah.
So.
Crazy. Like, I would love to have like a name next to each song of who it's about, you know? Like,
yes.
Harry Styles.
Joe Jonas.
Yeah. I'm like,
whoever else.
Joe Allen. So we can talk about Taylor Swift all day long. All night long. We can go get dinner and talk about Taylor Swift. That's fine. But we should probably get into our next segment, which is our hot takes.
Yeah. So we posted on our Instagram and on our TikTok, both at the Quirky Cast, pretty much asking for people's hot takes and their opinions on things because we love talking about everything. I asked for people's weirdest, randomest, and craziest hot takes, whatever they can come up with, and we'll discuss them on here. We also came up with our own hot takes that we're going to talk about first. Do you want to start off with?
Yeah. Speaking of things that I never want to stop talking about, one of my hot takes, sorry, I have my phone because I have them all written down here. One of my hot takes that I think is just like, at least right now, a pretty big hot take that some people might get mad at is that Taylor Swift put Travis Kelce on the map.
Oh, I will say I was at the grocery store and I saw he was on a bag of like Doritos or something.
Yes.
And I was like, Austin, look, he's on the Dorito bag. Like, I was like, do you think they just did that like a week ago?
Probably.
And he was like, what? It's like, he's already been on there. Like, what do you mean? Like, it's like he's already been on the bags of Doritos.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, I didn't know.
You know, and it's mostly a joke, but people keep on saying that. And I'm like, honestly, I heard his name last year because my sister did fantasy football and she had him on her team or something. Yeah. But that was the first time I've ever heard of his name or his brother's name. And like,
I didn't even know he had a brother.
It's just... His brother just got named like sexiest man alive. And he's like a lumberjack. Okay. So I don't know. It's just so funny because my boyfriend watches football and he gets so mad whenever I say it. But I'm like, the commercials, I'm like, look, it's Taylor Swift's boyfriend. It's Taylor Swift's boyfriend's mom. And he's like, stop, it's Travis Kelce. I'm like, who even was he before her?
Yeah.
And like, you know, like all jokes.
Yeah, we're joking, okay?
Because we're like Taylor Swift girls. And I understand the audience is different. But I did pull some statistics. I should probably go back to school. I typed in on Google NFL audience versus Taylor Swift. Ooh. And it says that for NFL, for the NFL, they broadcast averaged approximately 27 million viewers. Okay, which that's a lot.
Yeah,
you know. So then I go to Taylor Swift, and I'm like, okay, well, if they have 22 million, like that's a lot. What does she have? On her Instagram, she has 276 million.
Oh my!
And on Spotify, which congrats to her, she is now the #1 artist in the world. She has 108,404,860. Too many numbers there. I just had like a brain aneurysm. Oh my god.
A lot.
But so I think like, yes, they're both big, but we can see like who outweighs the other, and you know,
and she's helped each other out. Person, while the NFL is a group of like so many.
And also, why is everyone so mad? Why is everyone getting their panties in a bunch? Because she is bringing the sales up. Yeah. People are going to more shows. Or more shows. More games. But also, the NFL is playing into it. They're saying NFL Taylor's version. They're posting all this stuff. All this, statistics of Travis Kelce. They're like blank space or like whatever they're using her lyrics.
They have
like,
commercial channel or commercials with her songs in the background.
Yeah.
They put in their bio, Taylor Swift came to our games.
Yeah. So like, why are the men...
so mad?
Sorry. Why are the boys so mad.
Yeah.
Like, just take a deep breath.
Yeah.
It's like,
also,
if it was reversed, I'd be like, ha, that's so funny. Like, but like, I would probably be aware that.
Wait, also, like, Travis Kelce's going to her shows.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's like the same thing around. He's going to her shows. No one's getting mad about that.
Yeah.
Everyone's hyping it up. It's making their show, it's like, it's obviously getting press, so that's also helping out. Obviously, he's going to support, but like, nobody's getting mad.
And like, why can't people just be happy?
Yeah.
Like, Jamie, my boyfriend, and his brothers, anytime I bring up Taylor Swift, they're like angry through the roof. I'm like, I sit here and watch 12 hours of football every Sunday for you guys. You can't just like be happy for me. And then he told his brothers about how I cried, and they were like, that is cringe. I'm like, and then a commercial comes on, or no, it was someone that like just got engaged on one of the football teams or something, and they were talking about it. And I looked at them, I was like, see, that's making my eyes water. And Jamie was like, well, yeah, that's cute. Well, what's the difference?
What's the difference?
I was like, let me cry. I'm like crying right now. Sorry, that was a long one.
You're good. Well, I have a little silly one after that one. I don't know. I have a whole list of ones. We came up with so many. I think I'm going to go into this one. Okay, this one's going to be a little controversial, I feel like. I'm going to see how I can explain this. Okay. There's this thing where in relationships, most of the time, girlfriends get upset of their boyfriends playing video games. That's a thing, right?
Okay.
Like, people would be like, oh, like, he doesn't even give me, like...
Yeah, like he's spending 10 hours on his computer and then goes to sleep next to him.
Okay. Yeah. My whole thing about that, I think I just come from, like, a different perspective where anytime I see that, I'm like, why don't you... play with them? Like, that's what I decided to do. I don't really like how I said that. I was trying to think of a better way to say it. Like, when I was starting my relationship, I noticed, and I didn't play video games at this time, I noticed that all my guy friends, all of them always played video games. And instead of me sitting like on the couch, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get my hands on this controller. I'm gonna try and learn how to play. They all taught me how to play, and now I'm like obsessed. I love playing, and instead of, I guess, like complaining about it or like talking about it or like not doing anything, I'm enjoying and playing with them, and I feel like that's like a whole different perspective that I feel like people should do.
I get that. I understand, because my boyfriend loves to just play and play and play. And then, you know, one time, sorry, really quick, one time I heard him talking to his friends on the game, and he was like, I'm gonna get off and hang out with Teddie. You know, 3 hours later, he comes to bed. And I'm like, oh, you're going to hang out with me now? And he's like, no, I'm tired. I was like, well, what happened to getting off and hanging out with me? But I do understand what you're saying. Yeah. I think Jamie tried to do that with me. He got a PlayStation, and we got the game It Takes Two. But he got so mad because I don't know how to use the controller. And
I mean, it does go into practice. And
I'm like, yeah. But I think... I also just like don't really have any interest in video games.
That's my whole like perspective. I feel like it came on really too harsh, guys. Okay,
but no, I don't think so, because it could be like I could sacrifice my free time laying in bed on my phone to learn how to play a video game to play with him.
And I also I guess I look at video games as a whole different perspective, where that is one of my hobbies. Like, I genuinely love playing. I am obsessed with Fortnite, and I understand like you wanting to play. Like, when I got home from work, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to play like video games. Like, I just love to play it. But I understand that some people like just aren't even interested, don't even want to do it. Some people like watching TV, watching YouTube, like that's like their interest, that's their entertainment. So yeah, like it is a perspective on if you'd be interested, but I feel like I just don't like the movement of people being like, he's playing video games. It's like, okay, well, maybe you should try it.
Yeah, no, I do
like
get
it.
That. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, it's a good hot take.
Maybe I'll try and learn how to play a video game.
Maybe Teddie's gonna be a pro gamer next
maybe I'm
week.
Gonna start streaming Fortnite. So this is kind of a funny one, which I don't even know if it's a hot take, but I saw a video about this and I was like, and then I looked up what it meant. But I always press accept cookies. On, like, you know, like how it's always down at the bottom, pops up, you always press accept cookies. It literally means that they have access to all of your information. Which I think that's what I looked up.
I accept them every single time.
Me too, and I saw this thing where it's like, I thought I was just getting some cookies.
Some chocolate chips.
But like, But for some people, they're probably like, you do that? Like, you shouldn't, like.
Yeah.
But I just thought that was kind of a funny one. Like,
yeah.
Sure. I get cookies.
Okay, I think I'm looking at you who are listening to this right now. If you go to bed in complete, utter silence, I think you are insane. I have to have the TV on, playing any show. I have to either have like my ASMR on. I have to have some like music, calming music on or something in the background. I cannot believe some people go to bed, just literally turn their TV off and they're like, good night, close your eyes.
So what you're saying is you're talking to me.
Yes. Wait, you do that?
Yeah.
Anytime?
Which I could fall asleep with the TV on, but usually I'm like Jamie always falls asleep first and then I turn off the TV and I go to sleep.
Interesting. I'm thinking back to when we traveled. I specifically had to bring headphones so I can wear my headphones to bed every time.
I also I dream a lot. So if which Jamie always wants to put on a scary movie. So if that's playing, I will have a dream about it. It goes in my ear and it's in my brain. Oh. So which either way, I always dream about something scary, but yeah. But that's a good one.
If you do this, let us know and just know I'm judging you.
I used to sleep with a light on until
me too.
Jamie started.
Me too.
Moved in, yeah. Because I was always scared.
I still can sleep with light ons. I don't know. I still can, but I guess nothing but bothers me like that.
So this one is probably controversial. I don't really I don't know. I think it's kind of whatever. I don't know how you feel about it. But I think that Beyonce is not the queen and she is overrated and I don't really care about her.
I completely agree. What the heck? Wait. I forgot that we agreed.
I think that she's great or whatever. I listened to her a lot when I was younger, but I just everyone's like Queen Bee.
Wait,
and I'm I don't even know what the album that she just came out with.
Wait, we were together when we went to Coachella and she was headlining, right?
Oh, and we didn't even
we skipped her set.
Yeah. I forgot about that. Well, sorry.
We both were like, do you want to go? Do you? Nah, let's go get some Applebee's instead. That was for the weekend.
Oh, okay.
We skipped the weekend too.
I don't like the weekend either.
But no, I don't. I think I know some songs.
Yeah.
I feel like we both grew up in the next generation, after.
Definitely, yeah.
And I think that's why. I think if we grew up in whatever generation, I don't know what that is. The 90s.
Yeah.
The 2000s. I don't know how.
Yeah, I don't know.
She is.
Because I feel like there's people our age that really like her.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, I got a good one. This one I am so passionate about. I do not think there should be an age limit or any restrictions to ordering off the kids menu. Okay? And I got a story to go with this. I order off the kids menu anytime I go anywhere. If I go to fast food restaurants, if I go to McDonald's, today I had Rubio's. Obviously I'm getting a kids bean cheese burrito. I don't know, I always do. I think it's the most perfect meal. You get a drink, you get a side, you get your main course, and sometimes you get a fun toy with it too. But yeah, and obviously McDonald's isn't gonna be like how old are you, whatever. They're gonna give you your kids menu. Okay, I went to a restaurant. I went to this Mexican restaurant. It's one of my favorites. Since I am of drinking age, obviously I'm going to get a margarita. Okay, so I order my drink. He rings us our drink. So we all got margaritas. We're all over 21. We're all having some fun drinkies. And then he's like, okay, what would you guys like to order? And I proceed to say, with my margarita in my hand, I was like, can I have a kids meal bean and cheese burrito, please? And he looks at me and he's just shaking his head. Absolutely not. I get it. It looks bad because I had to give you my ID to get my alcoholic beverage. And then now I can't order off the kids menu. I get it. But also it's I didn't want to get the main course burrito because I wasn't going to eat all of it. But I just think it's so funny how some restaurants are very strict about it.
So did he say no, or
he shook his head? He was like, no. And I was like, okay, I'll get the normal one.
Okay. So from my perspective of working in a restaurant, I think we have an age on our kids menu, but I don't care.
Yeah.
I think it's more just because our kids menu, our food is $6 or something.
I think that's also it's super cheap.
So it's more they probably think that you're cheap and they're like I want my sales higher.
Okay.
So I think it's more our restaurant, we don't care. You could be 60 years old and get a kids meal. Like, that's fine. But I think it's more the server could either say yes or no. And they just want higher sales so they can get a bigger tip, whatever, you know?
Yeah. I also will say we go to this restaurant so many times. He knows who we are. We come in all the time. And he probably was just like, he probably felt comfortable enough to say no to me.
Yeah. I have a few that I want to rapid fire. They're kind of like food ones.
Okay.
But I feel like they could kind of all go together. One, this is a very popular one. Pineapple belongs on pizza.
Okay. Agreed.
2, I don't like avocados. They're gross.
Disagreed.
Mango is disgusting.
Mangoes make my tongue fuzzy.
Huh? Oh, yes.
Like, I think I have some sort of allergic reaction, but I do think they taste good.
Yeah. Okay. Sweet and savory foods do not go together. And I have one little story. We went to a place, Indiana loves it. She gets a salted pretzel and it comes with caramel. Okay. I went to Buffalo Wild Wings the other day. We got cheese curds and the girl goes, do you want to try it with some caramel? It's so good. And I was like, me and Jamie were like, she's like, I'll just bring it out. Neither one of us tried it. I was like, there's no way I'm trying that.
Wait, maybe. Do you just not like caramel?
Okay, I don't like caramel, but but I also am not big on sweet and salty stuff. My dad and my mom, I don't know, they used to make brownies. Like normal brownies. And they would wrap it in bacon and put a jalapeno on it with some salt. And I'm like, that sounds disgusting.
But also, can I ask you, you love putting pineapple, which is sweet, and bacon, which is salty, on your pizza. So I think we got a hypocrite over here.
Okay, next one. I think that In-N-Out has the worst fries. Unless
I put that on mine.
Unless it is covered with sauce and they are animal style, which they're still kind of bad. But like, that's the only way I can eat their fries.
No, 100%. That's exactly what I was going to say. I have to order the animal style fries.
Yes.
And you know what I've been doing lately? I've been asking, can you put pickles on top of my animal style fries? And they do it. And the first time I went, I only got 3 singular pickle slices on top, which is fine. It made it taste so much better. I went yesterday. That's what I had for dinner last night. I had 12 slices of pickles. It was covering it. Each fry I ate had a pickle to go with it. It was so delicious.
I need to do that next time. This is really, I mean, I guess it's weird because I just told someone this other day and they were like, what? I love eating frozen peas. Just put frozen peas in a cup and you just eat it.
I've never even thought about eating peas in general. Wow. Frozen peas. Okay.
Thin crust pizza is the best pizza. I don't like the extra dough and bread.
Have to disagree.
Yeah.
Because I think the best part of a pizza is the bread. I like the crust. I like the fluffiness of the bread. I guess I'm not obsessed with thick crust. I think I like normal crust more.
Okay.
But I'm not a fan as much of thin crust. I think it's all right.
And I think my last one for this food area is orange flavor, candied, medicine, anything is the best. Everything else is the worst. You think it's the worst?
I thought you were going to say it was the worst. It is orange flavored anything.
Orange is the best of everything.
Wait, what? No, like strawberry or blue raspberry is the best. I think if you're picking out, I'm trying to think, right? What are candy options? Like if you're picking out
Starburst,
Starburst,
yeah, orange. Those are the only ones I'll eat. Like Skittles. Oh, Airheads. Orange Airheads are the best things I've ever had. Medicine. When I was a kid, I used to have orange, like Motrin, I think it was, but we would get the orange flavor, and it was so good because everything else, like cherry, you know, any kind of cherry or grape thing, tastes like medicine.
No, I agree, but I love it. I agree that cherry and grape tastes like medicine, but I love it. I would rather eat medicine than an orange flavored thing.
That's funny.
Okay, I'm just gonna go into something that you did bring up. It's gonna be a little story. I went to, and I know you're gonna agree with this because she's the one who told me. Okay, I went to Sam's Club the other day because somebody here told me that they have the best pretzel in the entire world. The best soft pretzel.
I have never had a better pretzel.
Sam's Club. So I've been told this. Okay, so me and Austin go to Sam's Club specifically to go buy pretzels, okay, and then walk around. But we didn't even care about getting anything from the store. We just wanted to buy pretzels. First of all, they are $1.
It's crazy.
I looked at that and I was like, I hope that's a pretzel that I'm eating. They're $1, okay? I took a bite without cheese without anything. They have the best flavored. They are just so delicious. They're so gooey. They were so yummy.
Yes.
I was prancing around the store like this was the best thing I've ever had. It was so good. And the fact that I haven't ever gotten it and they're $1, I'm going to be going all the time.
Yeah. No, they are like, honestly, I also think hot take. I think Sam's Club's hot dogs are better than Costco's hot dogs. But
I can't have an intake on
but
that.
the pretzels, so do they offer cheese?
There was a cheese cup, but same thing like with like Domino's or whatever, like the cups are like their brand and packaged. I don't like those types of if Domino's is giving me ranch and it's like their own packaged ranch, I don't like it.
It's gonna be gross.
If it's like an industry like bottled that they're putting in their own cups, like they're pouring it in, like how we used to work at the pizza place.
Yeah.
Like I like those ranches so much better than giving me like little prepackaged little things. I think those are gross.
That's true.
What else do I have? Okay, I have a fashion hot take. That makes me laugh. I actually have a few fashion hot takes. First of all, also with me saying this, if you wear these, if you do these, you do you. You know, you can wear whatever you want. I'm just going to say that I will be not wearing these things. First of all, skinny jeans. I feel like we're all over it.
Yeah.
I also feel like, you know, a bunch of fashion wraps around, comes back around. And we've seen a few things like for some reason chevron prints coming back around, which is like whatever. I don't think skinny jeans are going to come back around. We'll see.
I know. I wonder because when we were in like middle school, maybe high school, I think that's when skinny jeans were like a thing. But they might come back around. I don't
know. I just it just gives me a little cringe when I see it. Also, with that being said, sandals in general, I guess I just hate feet, but I don't like seeing the little like thong sandals. And especially like we live by the beach, and if I like going to the beach is I guess the only time it's appropriate to wear sandals, but I will still be wearing like tennis shoes to the beach. I know you're wearing your little slide sandals here, but those are fine. But specifically, before I cut you off, specifically, mark my words, you will never see me own a pair of Birkenstocks.
Okay. And, you know, I almost thought about that one. I almost put that down, but then I was like, you know, I don't want it to be 20 years from now and I own some Birkenstocks and this is going to come back and haunt me. But really quick, I wrote down something in here. I wrote down, guys wearing sandals, I don't really care. Okay, listen. Like the beach thing.
Yeah.
Like you're going or like going to a pool or something, whatever, like wear sandals, you know? But also like just wear sandals. Like I don't really care. But Jamie, we went to like Wild Rivers. He wore his socks. He wore his shoes. We go to the beach. He wears his socks. Actually, we've never been to the beach. But like you're going to get your shoes all sandy and your socks and like.
I think if you're going to the beach anyways, you are going to have sand anywhere. Even if you don't go in the water, you're going to have sand anywhere and everywhere. So what's the extra harm just throwing them in your socks?
Do you have something against toes?
I just don't like feet. That's what I will say. If I'm on TikTok and somebody's doing like a get ready with me and they're barefoot, I'm always like, ooh. But I definitely have done that too. Okay, this is a quick little one. I think Thanksgiving is my least favorite holiday. I actually always
canceled.
I always like don't even like it. Like the food is nasty, first of all. You kind of just sit around, you're starving for the whole day just to be hungry after you eat.
Like there's more like fun holidays, but I also feel like I don't really have that much family. Like I just have my mom and dad, my sister, and we usually just do dinner. So it's just like dinner like any other night, but we just make like a big feast. Yeah. So it's not really like I'm going to see all of my family and everything. Like I tell my parents thank you every day. Yeah. Like I'm thankful for them and everything. And like, and we do like share that more on Thanksgiving, but it's like, it's not like a big family where like we go out somewhere and see our 20 cousins and everything, you know? Yeah. I guess sometimes I think we would have like big Thanksgiving dinners, but lately it's been kind of just like intimate, just like our like initial family. But so like it kind of doesn't even feel like a holiday. That is much. True. Yeah. I think I also come from the perspective where I don't really care for the food. Like I don't eat meat, so I'm not eating the turkey. True. Yeah. I'm always hungry, and every year me and Austin go get McDonald's after we eat. I'm so sorry, Mom. But every year after we leave your house, we go through the McDonald's drive-thru because they are the only place that is open on Thanksgiving Day. And I eat that as my dinner. fries.
Okay, another one, just quick. This is very debatable. I have always, in my entire life, have always been a matcha girl. Okay, there's either the chai lovers and there's either the matcha lovers. I have always been the one that was always obsessed with matcha. Lately, I've switched it up. Lately, when I've gotten my matcha drinks, they've just not been hitting.
Really?
And the chais have been overwhelmingly amazing. I'm now obsessed with chai. Anywhere I go, my favorite drink, I'm just the connoisseur of lattes. My favorite drink I've been going to is milk and honey. They have a vanilla chai latte and it's the most delicious thing I've ever had, and it's now better than the banana latte. So just come along on my journey if you want to go try a new one that I will recommend, milk and honey.
Yeah. I don't like any kind of chai or pumpkin or any kind of fall flavors, but
interesting.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah. Or peppermint mocha.
Yeah. Yes, peppermint mochas. I have one real little one. Team Edward.
Oh,
all the way.
Wait,
also, I think his girlfriend is pregnant. There's pictures of her
in real life. Yeah.
Yes.
I have always been Team Jacob. I do think when I was younger, I've always been Team Jacob. I think it's because I was obsessed with Taylor Lautner and absolutely everything that he did, especially Shark Boy and Lava Girl. I grew up on that. But yeah, I loved him, and every time they came on the screen together, I was obsessed with them. But now watching it as an adult, he was a little childish, like, little boy, and he was just so whiny, and I do think that Edward was the right fit for her. So I guess I agree on that now.
Yeah.
But also going on that hot take, I think that the movie theaters were in its prime back when they had midnight premieres in the like 2012s.
Oh, I remember that.
Everyone would get so excited. I would go to every single Hunger Games, Harry Potter, Fault in Our Stars. I can't even think of other ones. Freaking Twilight ones.
Yeah.
Every single midnight premiere, all my friends would go. We would literally be waiting out in blankets, waiting for it to hit midnight to watch it for Thursday night at midnight, like Friday morning.
Yeah.
And I think that was the best, like, prime time to ever watch in the movie theaters. And now movies say they come out on Friday, but they always come out Thursday in the daytime, like the day before, and it's just not as exciting anymore.
That's true.
Yeah.
Huh. I kind of forgot about that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm gonna do one more quick one. Okay. Also, I don't think there will ever be a more shock factor part in a movie than it was for Breaking Dawn Part 2 of Twilight.
I don't remember
of
which
the fight,
which,
the fight
I watched
scene.
them all in one night.
Spoiler warning: if you haven't seen it, which I don't know what you're doing, it's been so many years. His head gets ripped off.
Oh, yes.
And the whole crowd went wild. Yes. And when it was all a dream. So that was like nothing will ever top the panic that everybody had, like seeing that scene. It was
in the movies.
In the movie theater, it was insane.
Wow.
But my last one to go off of that is, I think if you're generally excited to watch something and you don't watch it like the first day or the second day, or honestly, I'll give you 3 days to watch something. I hate when people are like, don't spoil it for me. Like, if you genuinely cared enough to not worry about spoilers, you would have watched it in enough time before you see the spoilers.
Yes, definitely.
That's what I think. Yeah. So even when it comes to any Marvel movie, people are always like, don't look on TikTok because you're going to see spoilers. If you genuinely cared about not wanting to see spoilers, you would have been there opening night. Obviously, you can have work or whatever. You see that in the first 3 nights. And then it's time for me to ruin it for you.
I honestly don't really care about spoilers. I feel like I like movies and I care about them, but I don't care that much. You know? Like, I'm going to find out anyways. Okay, I have one really quick. Okay, that was very controversial, but the dress is blue and black.
Oh. I saw black and blue too. Yeah.
I've been watching... I've been watching the Shane Dawson podcast.
That's why you hesitated.
But Rylan always thinks that it's white and gold, and Shane always thinks it's black and blue. And there was like another thing. They'd found another like color thing, and they're both opposite on them.
Wow.
But I'm like, this dress is blue and black.
Yeah, I will say back in the day, I did initially see it black and blue. And then for some reason, I saw white and gold. I don't know how, but I've never seen it again. It's always been black and blue after that.
I have 2 more really quick ones, then we'll get to our audience ones. The after movies are good.
Oh, they're so good.
Even though they're bad, they're good. They're good.
They're so bad. That makes them so good.
And my last one, I put, this is kind of controversial also, but I put money can buy you happiness, but I think it's more money buys you comfortableness.
Yes.
Money can make you comfortable.
Yes. I'd rather be more comfortable in Hawaii than I would sitting here.
Like, I rather have all of my bills paid and not be worried about anything else. But right now I'm like, oh no, like I have to get to work so I can make this much money tonight so I can make this payment for tomorrow, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I agree with that completely. So now we're going to get into our audience submissions and read off their hot takes. We're just going to go kind of quick through these. First off, somebody said Olivia Rodrigo is super overrated.
I love Olivia Rodrigo no matter what. Okay, someone sent to me, chips taste better stale. I don't think anyone agrees on that.
I'm so sorry. What was that? Okay, somebody said platform Uggs are hideous.
I think those are cute.
All my shoes I wear are platforms, and I think I have to have the platform. I am 5'4", so maybe it's because I'm short, but I also think that chunky shoes look a lot better.
Yeah, I'm 5'8", but I also agree that platforms and chunky shoes look better. Green Day is an overrated band. Honestly, I only know a couple of songs. I feel like they were bigger back in the day, so I don't really know.
I did go to like an impersonated Green Day concert where like they were obviously like sounding like them still. Every single song they played I knew. I don't know how, but I did.
I think they just had popular songs.
Yeah, maybe. I do really like them though.
Yeah.
Somebody said, which we can have a little story about this. Somebody said carbonated water is superior.
No.
Absolutely not.
Still water is the best.
Imagine, which this is what happened to Teddie one time.
We were traveling and I woke up and I was like, oh, I'm so thirsty. We go downstairs to like the little breakfast area. And I grab a big glass of water and I go, gulp, gulp, gulp. And I'm like, oh, it was spicy. It was spicy water. I did not feel refreshed. All I wanted was some water.
Yeah, imagine like craving your thirst and you get some bubbly water. I feel like that's not refreshing at all.
Yeah, definitely not. This one says breakfast food tastes better at night for dinner. I disagree. I do not like breakfast food. That was one of my hot takes, but I wanted to save it for this.
Interesting. I do like breakfast food, but I can't imagine eating a bagel with cream cheese for dinner. I feel like that doesn't go well.
I'm not big on breakfast food. Like when we go to Mama's, all I want is that fettuccine Alfredo for breakfast.
But I will say, I do for dessert every night because I kind of have to have like a sweet treat to end off my night. I will get a bowl of cereal. So I guess that kind of relates. But I can't imagine eating eggs and bacon or whatever like at night. I feel like that's just weird. Okay, somebody said Harry Styles actually looks good bald.
No comment. Someone said guac is actually salsa. I don't like guac, so I don't know.
I mean, there is like salsa, like materials inside, like tomato and onions. So I guess that works. Okay, everybody strap in. You may get heated. Somebody said Taylor Swift is a pick-me who thrives off drama.
Maybe you're just a pick-me because you wanted us to read this and react to it and start some drama.
That's a good one.
Okay, someone said snakes are adorable. We've just been told that they're scary.
Interesting. I think that's a hot take, because I don't understand why people would want to have like pet snakes or like reptiles.
I think they're all pretty scary looking.
Okay, somebody said all the beige and white interior design trends from the past decades of influencers needs to die. What do you think?
See, I like the beige and white trends. Like at least like for interior design, I think I do like it.
As you can see, if you are watching the podcast, I actually consider myself a minimalist maximalist.
Yeah.
I love the whole maximalism interior design. I love the bright colors and stuff. At the moment, I'm not going overboard. You can just see a couple picture frames, like whatever. But I feel like if I'm living, which before I was living in all white walls, all like brown furniture and whatnot, I feel like it's a little bit more depressing. I like to have bright and fun colors. I feel like it gives me a more like better mood when I wake up. But also I feel like I never really related to any of the like minimalist YouTubers or people who would decorate their homes all white walls and stuff. I just never loved those until I went on Pinterest and saw all the bright colorful furniture and decorated spaces, and I was like, this is what I like.
Yeah. So. I don't know. I just like the all white.
Yeah.
Looks good. Someone said regular Cheetos are better than Flamin' Hot.
I actually disagree.
I think Flamin' Hot are better.
I grew up never even liking Cheetos, like regular Cheetos, unless they were spicy. Somebody said mustard on their popcorn.
Yuck.
Really?
I'm not big on mustard. I like it on sandwiches, but I wouldn't eat it anywhere else.
I know who this person is. It's my mom. She wrote in. I thought it was gross until we went to the movies and I tried it. And it actually was really good. I really liked it.
Maybe I'll try it next time I go. Hamburgers are overrated and not that good. I like hamburgers. But...
Oh, yes. I agree. I guess I never had a hamburger before. But, I don't know. It just kind of grosses me out. So.
Yeah.
Somebody said The Grinch is not funny.
The Grinch is funny.
Interesting.
I love The Grinch.
I think I am...
The Grinch.
I was just gonna say, I think I'm overseeing all the impersonations on TikTok. Like, really. Okay, one last one. This can kind of be a little debate. Or not kind of. Why did I even say that? Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna read it. This person said, hot take. The girly podcast genre is bad for most people's mental health.
That's strange.
I'm very offended by that.
Yeah, me too.
For one thing, obviously, having informational podcasts can expand your brain and whatnot. But I also feel like when I think of the girly podcast, I don't know what that even means. I can go through so many different things. I think of like, just like what we're doing, just like chatting, hanging out, having fun. I feel like it's also important to have those fun podcasts that aren't throwing information down your throat.
Yeah.
You know, something that you can digest more and kind of just listen to and have fun with instead of just being told like, go outside and run, like eat healthy, do this, like, you know.
Yeah. No, I definitely get that.
Yeah.
I think, like, I feel like the girly, like we're all colorful and fun and like I understand like maybe we're like overly happy or something, but I feel like we aren't. Like I feel like we're very true to ourselves and like whatever we're talking about. Like we're just talking about like whatever's happening right now and what we want to talk about. That concludes this episode. I really enjoyed this episode. I feel like every episode, like it just gets better and I'm really excited for this.
I think it's more fun, especially because in this episode we had viewer submissions. So with that being said, if you want to follow our social media accounts so you can stay tuned for when we have other episodes like this. We want to do a bunch of ones where we pretty much ask for your feedback or questions and we can talk about it on the podcast like we just did. All of our channels are at The Quirky Cast. We have TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, so you can find us all on there.
I think that's it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I think that's the episode. We hope you all enjoyed it, and we are
The Quirky Cast.
Bye. See you next week.